Good afternoon, fellow YouTubers and model rail enthusiasts. Today's message, as such, is not actually about the hobby. It's more about YouTube. Now, what I'd like you to do, I need a bit of a favour. I'm having a dispute at the moment with YouTube and their algorithm. There's something gone wrong somewhere badly, whereby I am being prevented from making comments on other people's videos, in particular friends of mine and people who have become friends, people like yourselves who have YouTube channels. Now, I want to stress the fact that I have never once been rude or offensive or said anything derogatory to anybody else who has anything to say or do on their channels, because we're all in this to help one another and to help make things go round. Well, when YouTube started off, they were a separate entity from anybody else. But as per usual, along comes mighty Google, sees how well they're doing, so they decided to take them over. And they did a takeover arrangement. Now, since YouTube have come under the auspices of Google, certain funny things have been going on. Now, we know Google can see into, I mean, everybody is common knowledge. Google can see or hear or read everything that anybody ever does or says, and this flies in the face of democracy in this country and free speech. Now, the most of us on here, especially those of us that have a particular interest in anything to do with the railway or railway modelling, we always make sure that everything is kept as it should be. We're very careful about what we say to one another and how we say it. But for some reason, I am being prevented from making comments on people's videos. Now, I can still make comments on people's photos, still shots, that type of thing. But I can't make comments on their videos, which is ridiculous. I've even spoken to one or two of them and said, asked them if they've sort of done anything with their settings, and they assured me they haven't. So it's a bit of I have complained to YouTube. In fact, I've made 25 complaints, in their feed on their feedback channel, to no avail. They've not taken a blind bit of notice. So what I would like you guys out there to do, if you wouldn't mind, is in the comments box underneath this, can you let me know if you've had any problems with making comments on other people's videos or whatever, or have been prevented in some way, shape or form of making a comment on someone else's video, because I'd be very interested to see how wide this problem is. I have heard through Abby the Gabby Cabby that he has had people saying to him that they've had problems with not being able to make comments on either his videos or anybody else's. So there's something going wrong somewhere, and it seems that the algorithms that Google have put into YouTube now are picking up on what what people are saying, and misconstruing and misunderstanding different things that we say. I mean, like amongst us railway people and model railway people as well, there's certain expressions that we use that we understand. sometimes the general public don't understand what we're talking about, you know, names for different things on the railway, but we all know. I include in this anyone who's a train spotter, because train spotters, they've got their own lingo as well. But I don't decry them for that. I mean, one of the biggest names in the train spotting world now, as a lot of people will know, is Francis Bourgeois. He's quite a young character, and he's you know, he gets feted wherever he goes. He's like a celebrity now, especially among train spotters, but amongst a lot of people, and he's made a lot of friends in quite a few high places. You know, I've never said anything derogatory towards that young fella either. In fact, I've got his book, which is it's an amazing read, because it gives you an insight into what train spotters are all about. And having seen quite a few of these train spotters during my time as working on the railway, I've got quite used to them being there on the end of a platform, or anywhere on a platform, or using a camera or whatever. So anyway, so if anyone has had any problems with trying to upload a comment, let me know. What's happening with me is, as soon as I try and make a comment on a video, there's a little message comes up at the bottom of the screen, and it says that action is not allowed. Well, excuse me, YouTube and Google, that action is allowed, because we have free speech in this country. We're a democracy. So it's rather objectionable when Google and YouTube start trying to control what we do say and what we don't say. You know, they'll be trying to sort of get into our minds next and control what we think. We can't be having that. I mean, that's very George Orwell. You know, it's getting all out of hand, and it's got to stop. So if anyone has been having any problems, let me know, and perhaps we can all get together on this and make a joint protest to YouTube about this, and to Google about this, and get it stopped, because it's utterly ridiculous. You know, because people are making videos for their channels all the time. There's another friend of mine who's a mechanic, and I say she, it's a young lady. She makes videos all the time, things to do with classic cars, and she's a very good mechanic, and I follow her, and a lot of the stuff that she does is amazing. It's brilliant what she does, and just to sort of underline the fact of how good a mechanic she is, she's also an AA patrol person. So you know, there's nothing weird about her at all. I mean, she's got a regular boyfriend, and he's into the classic car scene as well. So yeah, they're quite happy, you know. They're quite normal. But yeah, there's I don't know what's going on with these big concerns. I don't like the way that they're trying to control what we can say or can't say, you know. So yeah, if you just leave me a message in the comments, then perhaps we can pick it up from there and see how we go. Because to be quite honest, I'm seriously considering going over to another company. It's called Daily Motion. So I'm sort of looking more into that now. So we'll see what happens with this. Anyway, that's all for now. So I'll try and if I do get a lot of comments, I will try and answer them all. Any comments I get, I will try and answer them all. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you another time. Cheers. Bye for now.